morning students. Today I am going to start the solution of CBSE sample question paper for basic students. Okay, from yesterday's class you knew about how can we divide the question paper into different parts or different sections according to their marks. So today I am going to start your first part A, section first. In this section we are having 16 questions. There 5 internal choice are given to you. So how can you solve this paper? First of all, what is the first question in the part A, section first? Section first is having first question as express 156 as the product of primes. You have to express question first, express 156 into its prime factors. Okay, so how can you express 156 can be written in the form of 2, 3 into 13. When you multiply 2 to the 4, 4 3 the 12, 12 into 13, then you get 156. The prime factorization of 156 is equals to 2 into 2 into 3 into 13. You can also mention this term like this: 2 to the power 2 into 3 into 13. Clear to you? This is the answer for this question. This is the solution. Okay? In this question you get 1 marks. After this, question number second. The part A, section first. Total number of question कितने अपने पास में 16. Question number 1, express 156 into its prime factor. You have to change this term like this, then you get 1 marks. Clear to you? Next, question number second. What is given in this question? Write a quadratic polynomial, sum of whose zeros is 2 and product is -8. Write a quadratic polynomial. You have to write a quadratic polynomial where sum of zeros. Do you know what is the sum of zeros? That is mentioned like alpha plus beta, okay, which is equals to 2, and product is -8. Product of zeros alpha into beta, which is equals to -8. So you have to form a quadratic polynomial. How can you form the quadratic polynomial? Look this side. Do you know the formula for the polynomial? For the making polynomial, you can change this term px is equals to k into x square minus sum of zeros into x plus product of zeros. This is the formula. You can place all the value here. So k stands for constant, x square minus sum of zeros into x plus product of 0. There is 2 methods to solving this question. First method is k into x square minus sum of zeros into x plus product of 0. Do you know about sum of zeros? Sum of 0 alpha plus beta equals to कितना given है अपन को 2, and product of zeros alpha into beta which is equals to -2. So k x square minus, there is k stand for constant, any constant there, and then you can write x square sum of zeros is 2 into x plus product of 0 is -8. So there is no constant, then you can mention directly px, which is equals to x square minus 2x minus 8. This is your form for the quadratic polynomial. Px is equals to x square minus 2x minus 8. This is your quadratic polynomial. Is it clear to you? Okay. There is another method here. Sum of zeros alpha plus beta, which is equals to 2. Do you know what is the value of alpha plus beta in a quadratic polynomial? Ax square plus bx plus c. In this quadratic polynomial, sum of zero alpha plus beta is equals to minus b upon a. क्या होता है अपने पास में alpha plus beta minus b upon a, and alpha into beta which is equals to c upon a. Here alpha plus beta equals to 2. That's why we know the value of alpha plus beta minus b upon a, which is equals to 2 upon 1. Can I write in this way? Yes sir. And second, alpha into beta which is equals to -8. Do you know the value of alpha into beta from a quadratic polynomial as a coefficient? We can write c upon a. As a coefficient, we can write this term as c upon a, that is equals to -8 upon 1. So the value of a is equals to 1 here in both cases. यहाँ पे भी देखूं और यहाँ पे भी देखूं, a equals to कितना आ रहा है 1 and here is also a equals to 1. That's why दोनों में common क्या है, a equals to 1 and the value of b, look this side, minus b equals to 2, then the value of b is equals to -2 and the value of c equals to -8. So the value of a, b and c is 1, -2 and -8. Do you know about the quadratic polynomial px? अगर मैं स्टैंडर्ड फॉर्म की बात करूं, then what is the standard form for the quadratic polynomial, which is equals to ax square plus bx plus c. The value of a is 1, so x square plus b is -2 into x plus c, it is -8. So when you simplify, x square minus 2x minus 8, this is your quadratic polynomial. In the both cases, यहाँ से भी क्या आ रहा है, x square minus 2x minus 8, इस केस से भी क्या आ रहा है, x square minus 2x minus 8. तो both method are correct. Which one you choose, it's up to you. आपको देखना है कि किस अकॉर्डिंग आपको सॉल्व करना है. Clear? Students, after question number 2, question number 3. What is given in this question? Given that HCF 96 and 404 is 4. Find the LCM 96 and 404. Look this side. In question number 3, what is given? Given that HCF 96 and 404 is equals to 4. Okay, we are having two number 96 and 404. The HCF of these two number is 4. You have to find out LCM of these two number 96 and 404. So you can mention we are having two number, A as 96 and B as 404. We are having two number 96 and 404. Here HCF is equals to 4. The HCF of these two number कितना है अपने पास में 4. We have to find out LCM. We don't know what is the value of LCM. So how can you solve? You know very well product of two given number which is equals to product of their LCM into HCF. हमारे पास में क्या पता है, product of two given number is equals to product of their LCM into HCF. Do you know the product of two given number are 96 means A into B, which is equals to LCM into HCF. Okay, the value of A 96, value of B 404 is equals to LCM into HCF. What is the value of HCF? 4. You have to calculate LCM. LCM is equals to 96 into 404 divided by 4. When you simplify this term, 96 into 101, when you multiply this term, then you get answer as 9696. This is the answer for the question number 3, first part. Okay, in question number 3, what is given? Given that HCF, ये कौन से चैप्टर का है, ये अगर मैं बात करूं, ये अपने पास में चैप्टर नंबर 1 का क्वेश्चन है. ओके, HCF एंड LCM उसी में गिवन था. अबाउट रियल नंबर चैप्टर नंबर 1 क्या था अपने पास, रियल नंबर. देन क्वेश्चन नंबर 3, फर्स्ट पार्ट इज कंसिडर्ड फ्रॉम योर चैप्टर नंबर 1. What is given? Given that HCF of 96 and 404 is equals to 4. Find LCM of 96 and 404. So the value of A, we let the first number as 96 and second number as 404. A equals to 96, B equals to 404. The value of HCF of these two numbers which is given to you, that is 4. Find the LCM. You have to calculate LCM. How can you calculate the LCM? Product of two given number is equals to, means जो आपको दो नंबर गिवन होते हैं, the product of these two number is equals to product of their LCM into HCF. Now the value of A and B, here A 96 and B is 404. place here 96 into 404 is equals to LCM into HCF. The value of HCF here 4, LCM you have to calculate LCM, then shift 4 another side. जैसे शिफ्ट किया 96 into 404 divided by 4 get 96 into 101. Multiply these two terms 9696. This is the solution. After this in the question third or part, second part और given है. So what is given in this case? State the fundamental theorem of arithmetic. आपको क्या लिखना है? Statement देना है fundamental theorem of arithmetic, जो मैंने already यहाँ पे लिखा है. What is the statement for the fundamental theorem of arithmetic? देखना एक बार. Every composite number can be expressed, means every composite number can be expressed or factorized as a product of their prime, means उसके prime factors के according divide होगी, and their prime factorization is unique. Always the prime factorization of a composite number is always unique. Okay, apart from the order in which the factor occurs. Okay, apart from this means आपको factor जिस according occur हो रहे हैं उस according आपको mention करना है. Okay, now let x is a composite number. Give an example. X is a composite number. So according to fundamental theorem of arithmetic, we can write x is equals to p1 into p2 into p3. What is p1, p2, p3? Here p1, p2, p3 are prime number. These are prime number. ये कहाँ तक चलेंगे? Pn तक चलेंगे. Are prime number. So x is equals to p1 into p2 into p3 into pn up to pn term तक चलेंगे अपने पास, जहाँ तक इसका prime factorization चलेगा. And here p1 is less than equals to p2. Here p3 is less than equals to p2. It means यहाँ पे आ क्या रहा है? केस क्या है? अगर कोई भी composite number है, composite number x, let as 6, then this can be expressed in the form of 2 into 3. So the 6 is having unique prime factor 2 and 3. 2 and 3 को multiply करूँगा तो 6 ही आएगा, and always 2 and 2 multiplied by 3 is the unique prime factor for the 6. Clear to everyone? So this is your fundamental theorem of arithmetic. Okay, you have to write down only statement, then you have to mention this statement. No need to mention this. If you are mention this thing, then there is no problem. अगर आप इसको mention भी करते हो तो भी कोई problem नहीं है. Clear to you? Okay. Student, after question number 3, question number 4. What is given in this question? On comparing the ratio of the coefficients, find out whether the pair of equation x minus 2y is equals to 0 and 3x plus 4y minus 20 is equals to 0 is consistent or inconsistent. ये क्वेश्चन है अपने पास में चैप्टर नंबर 3. दिस क्वेश्चन इज कंसिडर्ड फ्रॉम चैप्टर नंबर 3. व्हाट इज गिवन? पेयर ऑफ इक्वेशन x minus 2y equals to 0 and second equation 3x plus 4y minus 20 equals to 0. This is your equation number 1 and equation number 2. On comparing the coefficient, what is the coefficient here? Do you know what is the actual solution for this? a1x plus b1y plus c1 equals to 0. This is your standard equation for the for x. Pair of linear equation. First equation like this and second equation a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equals to 0. So for the consistent solution, a1 upon a2 is not equals to b1 upon b2, and in second case a1 upon a2 equals to b1 upon b2 equals to c1 upon c2. We are having two cases like this. Okay, for the particular solution, you have, when you are comparing the ratio of their coefficients, means जो variable के coefficients हैं उनका अगर आप ratio निकालते तो क्या आएगा यहाँ पे? The coefficient of x here is 1. There is nothing is multiplied. That's why you have to write 1. X के multiply में क्या आ गया? 1. Then the value of a1 is 1 and the value of a2 means x का another multiple में जो second equation में उसमें क्या आ रहा है? x multiple 3. Then 1 upon 3. a1 upon a2 is equals to 1 upon 3. Again b1 upon b2. When you are comparing b1 upon b2, then what is considered the coefficient of y in this case? Y coefficient कितना अपने पास? -2 and the coefficient of y in second equation is 4. Then place here -2 upon 4. After this c1 upon c2. c1 upon c2, there is the term for the c. Constant term is not there, that's why it is 0. And for the next equation, that is -20, place here -20. Now look this side, a1 upon a2, the value of a1 upon a2 is equals to b1 upon b2? No, a1 upon a2 is not equals to b1 upon b2. How can 1 upon 3 which is not equals to minus 2 upon 4? So this is the condition for consistent. मैंने आपको consistent की ये केस बताया था, a1 upon a2 is not equals to b1 upon b2, और ये तो फर्स्ट केस है, एंड सेकेंड केस में क्या होता है अपने पास में a1 upon a2 is equals to b1 upon b2 equals to c1 upon c2. So you can write a1 upon a2 is not equals to b1 upon b2. So solution is consistent. When you are writing here solution of pair of linear equations is consistent. Clear to you? How can you write? If the question is considered in the exam, then you can mention pair of equations are x minus 2y equals to 0, 3x plus 4y minus 20 equals to 0. This is your equation number 1 and equation number 2. On comparing the coefficient, mention like this: a1 upon a2. a1 coefficient x का coefficient कितना है 1, and x अनदर इक्वेशन में जो अपने पास x का कोफिशिएंट है वो कितना है 3, x1 अपॉन x2 यानी a1 अपॉन 3. नेक्स्ट b1 अपॉन b2, द कोफिशिएंट ऑफ y हियर -2, एंड इन दिस केस 4, -2 अपॉन 4. व्हेन यू सिंप्लीफाई देन इट इज कंसिडर्ड -1 अपॉन 2, एंड c1 अपॉन c2. द टर्म ऑफ c इज नॉट हियर, दैट्स व्हाई 0 अपॉन 20, -20. ओके. Now a1 upon a2 is not equals to b1 upon b2. If this case is considered, or a1 upon a2, b1 upon b2 and c1 upon c2, this case also considered, then we can say the solution is consistent. In this case, the case is considered like a1 upon a2 is not equals to b1 upon b2. Why? 1 upon 3 is not equals to -2 upon 4. You can mention like this. That's why solution of pair of linear equation is consistent. Clear to you? Student, after question number 4, question number 5. In question number 5, what is given? If a and b are co-prime, if you are having two number a and b are co-prime, first read this question. If a and b are co-prime numbers, then find the HCF of a and b. Look beside this questions also considered from chapter number 1. If you are having two co-prime number a and b are co-prime, then what is the HCF? If pair of number is co-prime, a and b अपने पास में already क्या given है? Co-prime, then their highest common factor means HCF as 1. उनका HCF कितना आता है अपने पास में 1. You know about that number. The definition of co-prime number. What is the definition of co-prime number? A pair of number whose highest common factor is equals to 1. That is called co-prime number. That's why if you are having a and b as co-prime number, then the HCF is 1. Clear to you? Students, after question number 5, question number 6, what is given? There is two part. Okay. In first part, what is given? Find the area of sector of a circle with radius 6 centimeter. If the angle of the sector is 60 degree, take pi is equals to 22 upon 7. Look this side, all of you. This is your sector. Okay. Here radius is 6 centimeter and this is your angle at the sector. जो अपने पास में angle consider हो रहा है between two radii, that is 60 degree. So given that radius is equals to 6 centimeter and angle of the sector is equals to 60 degree, take the value of pi is equals to 22 upon 7. You have to calculate area of this sector. You know area of sector is equals to, if you are taking this angle theta, angle as theta upon 360 into pi r square. Okay, this is theta upon 360 into pi r square. This is your formula. The value of theta over here, it is given as 60, and which is 360. Total angle is 360 into the value of pi. There is given the value of pi is 22 upon 7. Place here 22 upon 7, and your radius is 6. Then right here 6 into 6. This is given in centimeter. That's why the area is considered in centimeter square. When you simplify this term, you get 6 here. 6 simplify by 6. Then to 132 upon 7 centimeter square. When you simplify this term, then you get the answer as 18.86 centimeter square. That is your final answer. Look this side. Once again, understand this question what is given. In this question there is given angle of sector. सेक्टर के अंदर जो एंगल बन रहा है वो कितना अपने पास, दैट एंगल इज मेड इन बिटवीन टू रेडियाई दैट इज इक्वल टू 60 डिग्री. नाउ द रेडियस ऑफ दिस सेक्टर इज 6 centimeter. There is given radius equals to 6 centimeter, angle of sector is equal to 60 degree. Take pi is equal to 22 upon 7. Area of sector you know very well, theta upon 360 into pi r square. The value of theta here 60 and the angle is 360 into 22 upon 7 into 6 into 6. When you simplify this term, then you get 1 upon 6. 6 cancel out by 6. 6 into 12, 132 divide 22 multiply by 6. Then 6 2 is 12, 2 1, 6 2 is 12 and 1 13. 132 upon 7. When you divide this term, then you get 18.86 centimeter square. So this is the solution for your question number 6. Student, in question number 6, second part, what is given? A horse tied to a pole with 28 meter long rope. Find the perimeter of the field where the horse can graze. Look this side. From the pole at point O. OA is the length of the rope which from this pole to the horse is tied by the radius is means जो length अपने पास में rope की वो कितना है 28 meter which is given to you. The length from O to A that is equals to 28 meter. Can I take this is your radius and from this point horse can graze up to this portion. Okay, up to this portion he can graze easily. तो मैं इसके लिए ये ड्रॉ कर सकता हूँ. So can I make a circle over here? ये अपने पास एक सर्किल बन गया. Now radius is equals to कितना अपने पास 28 meter. So you have to find out perimeter of the field. Calculate, find out, यहाँ पे लिख रहा हूँ मैं, find out perimeter of the field. How can you calculate the perimeter? Do you know perimeter of circle is equals to 2 pi r. Perimeter of the circle कितना होता है अपने पास 2 pi r. That's why the value of pi in this question, the pi is given to you. Pi is equals to 22 upon 7. Take pi 22 upon 7. जब क्वेश्चन में given है then you have to mention 22 upon 7 into r. What is your radius? R 28. When you simplify 4 8 into 22. So what is considered? Your final answer is 176 centimeter. Look this side once again. A horse tied from the pole at point O with the rope. Length of the rope is 28 meters at point A. How much area he can graze? ये पूरे एरिया को ग्रेज कर सकता है. तो ये एरिया कैसे बनेगा? विद द हेल्प ऑफ अ सर्किल. सर्किल किस अकॉर्डिंग फॉर्म हो रहा है अपने पास में? टेक द रेडियस एज 28 एंड मेक अ सर्किल. ये पूरा राउंड ले लेगा, रिवॉल्व हो जाएगा पूरा का पूरा. दैट्स वाई यहाँ से ए से वापस इनिशियल पॉइंट कहाँ तक आ गया? ये ए पॉइंट तक आ गया. दैट्स वाई ओ ए इज द रेडियस 28. And for the perimeter of this circle, how can you calculate the perimeter of the circle? Perimeter of the circle is equals to 2 pi r. You know the value of 2 as it is pi. In this question given as pi is equals to 22 upon 7. Place 22 upon 7 and r is 28. Simplify किया 7 to 28 cancel out, get value as 4. 4 multiply by 2 then you get 8. 22 multiply by 8 then your answer is 176. Okay, thank you.